At a recent Geely talk, they said AI was becoming part of the process. How is it becoming more effective in the industry? I think you've kind of answered quite a
Yeah,
lot of that already,
yeah.
to be honest. And how do you see the importance of AI in the coming years?
So yeah, again, as Sean already said, I've how is it being used? At Geely, they say it's becoming part of the process. How is it becoming effective? And how do I see the importance? I've kind of answered these kind of questions already, but I'll kind of briefly run over it again. Yes, I agree. It's being used every single day, and it's used on production projects. It's used on concept projects, and I do believe if you're not using it at all, it's counterproductive. But again, there's a balance between human creativity and AI usage. So companies need to find that balance. Um, so basically, yeah, I used to actually work at Geely Design for a long time. I was there for 8 years. The same people that you would have seen at the talk, I also worked in that same studio. And then I said, when I was there, it was all done by hand. Everything done by hand. The first cars I did at Geely, the first cars that became production cars were done by pencil. Uh, done by doing very basic Photoshop sketches, this kind of stuff. So now it's like a totally different world. It's the guy I was back then, the guy I am now. It's a totally different in terms of thing, but of course I have the experience to help me. So things have changed a lot. So when I think back to that process, it was good, but it was slow, very slow. So it required insane effort to get what I could basically do in a day. Now took me maybe 2 weeks back then. It's kind of an amazing change of pace. So as I said, it's becoming effective. It's a game changer. I don't want to scaremonger to say if you don't learn it, you'll be left behind. But I think in just like in every technological age, if you're not at least on par with what's the basics of it, you will get left behind. Just like learning how to use a computer, learning how to use the typing, whatever. It's a mobile phone. If you don't have a mobile phone these days, can you stay ahead? I don't think so. It's just keeping up with the times, basically. Um, so I think AI in the coming years shouldn't be diminished. It's a as a ever-present part of our design process, but also the world in general. Um, yeah, I don't say you'll be behind the curve. I'm not trying to imply that, but I just think there needs to be a basic understanding there um, to be able to jump on board with it anytime that's needed, basically, because it is something we will use, basically. Yeah.